Hello and welcome to another episode of Music Lessons with Tony Valley. Today we're going to be working on guitar exercises. Today we're going to be working on guitar exercises. We're going to start with a basic one, and we're going to be focusing on both the left and right hand. For these exercises right here, we're going to be down, up picking. So we're going to have to make sure your pick is going to be going down and up. Now we're going to first of all start with the first finger on the 5th fret, and we're going to call this the 1-2 exercise. Your first finger is going to press down on the 5th fret, 6th string, and you're going to strike down with your pick. Now you're going to keep that first finger there, and you're going to put your second finger onto the same string, but on the 6th fret, and you're going to up pick. Again, we're going to be down, up. And we're going to continue this exercise all the way down to the first string. So again, on the 6th string, down, up, and then we're going to move over and stay on the same fret, but move to the 5th string. Next one, 4th string. And again, let's make sure we keep the right hand picking down, up. First note down, second note up with the right hand pick. 2nd string, 1st string. Now again, let's start that over again. Again, make sure you're keeping your first finger down, even when you're pressing on to the second finger. Now this exercise, once you finish to the first string, I want you to go back down. You don't repeat the first string, so when you go down like this, you're going to go to your second. So I'm going to do this a little faster. Now for the next one, we're going to add in the 3rd finger. And again, very important to keep your fingers down after you strike. Now in this case, you're going to end on an up pick. You're going to be going down, up, down. When you go to the next string, depending on what your picking pattern is going to be, I like to go up, down, but for this practice and exercise, we're going to continue down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, just because it's an odd number in it. And again, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. And notice how I am keeping my fingers down after I strike the string, all the way throughout. Now again, that picking pattern is going to be down, up, down, 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 down, up, down. Now the next one is going to be a stretch. We're going to add in the 4th finger, and you're going to be able to go down, up on this one because of the even number. So we're going to start on the 6th string again, down, up, down, up. Now again, if you're getting a buzz in there, that's normal. I want you to just keep working on it like that and stretch out your fingers and keep your fingers close to the frets right there. You don't want to keep them too far away because your stretch, you'll lose reach in your stretch right there. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's down, up, up. And again, keeping my fingers pressed down until I move to the next string. As you practice, your picking will get faster. And these are great exercises. They strengthen your fingers. And they'll definitely build callus on your finger pads. Now the next exercise, we're going to be doing basically the same thing, but skipping different fingers. Because we want to learn dexterity, and we want to get your fingers to not get used to the same pattern and same thing. So this one's going to be called the 1-2-4 exercise. We're going to go down, up, down, and we're skipping the third finger and also skipping that space that the third finger would be pressing down on. So again, the 1-2-4 exercise, and it's going to be picked down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Now the next one is going to be the 1-3-4 exercise. We're going to be skipping the second finger and that second space right there. So it's going to be 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. And again, you're picking down, up, down. Now the next exercise, we're just going to be doing a basic one, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. And that's going to be down, up picking. Now the next one's going to be 1-4. And then keep your down, up picking. Now we're going to do one here that's going to be a little difficult, and it's going to be a big stretch. But for the people with longer fingers out there, it'll be really easy. But this stretch, we're going to be stretching out the first, second, and fourth finger. Now we're going to be skipping a fret in between each one. Your first finger is going to be starting on the 5th fret. Your second is going to be landing on the 7th fret, and your fourth finger is going to be landing on the 9th fret. And it's going to be the same concept, going from 6th to 1st, and then back to 6th. I'm going to start. Now this one, because of the stretch, we're going to just do down picking. So we can focus on stretching. Okay, that's a more difficult one in advance, but again, go very slow and stretch your fingers out and focus on just a downstroke of your pick. Okay, right now we're going to do an easy right hand down up picking exercise. And it's good for your right hand, and you don't have to play anything with your right hand. I mean your left hand over here. Just your right hand, and we're going to start with the first string, and you're going to go down, up. But we're going to do this in groups of 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're going to go to the second string, do the same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Third string. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Fourth string. To the 5th string. And to the 6th string. Now as time goes on, you can switch in between the strings. You can go to your first string, go to your third string. And notice how I'm quieting the strings down before I switch to the next one when I am skipping like this, just so it's not so noisy. And you can do that on any string. It's just good practice for your right hand. Next up, we're going to be working on some more solo riffs. All right, next we're going to be working on some soloing riffs, and we're going to start with the hammer-on, and we're going to then work on the pull-offs. Okay, first of all, we're going to be easy right here. We're going to start off on the first string, and again, your 5th fret, first finger, and this is going to be the hammer-on. You're going to leave your first finger on the 5th fret, first string, and you're going to strike the string, and with putting some pressure on, you're going to take your second finger and you're going to hammer on to the next fret up, the 6th fret, on the same string. Now again, I'm only picking the first note, and that's what makes the hammer on. And it's very important to keep this first finger down to execute the hammer on correctly. Now you can do this on any fret, any string. But for now, we're going to practice it on the 5th fret, just going from 5th to 6th string, fret. Again, starting on the first string. Now, we're going to work on doing a combination of the fingers right here. We're going to be going 1, 2, 3, hammer on. It's a little more difficult to do this, but as the strength in your fingers increase, you'll be able to play this. And again, play this on every string. Now again, as time goes on, you'll be able to play this faster and faster. And again, you can go up and down throughout the frets. And this one we're going to start now with a pull-off. Now, the pull-off, it's basically you're pulling the string. Now, what you want to do is put your second finger onto the 6th fret, first string, and you're going to put your first finger onto the 5th fret, first string. You're going to hold your first finger down, and you're going to take your second finger and strike this once with your pick, and pull it. You're actually pulling it, and how you're making the sound is that you're pulling the string and dragging the finger across. And you can do this on all the strings. And again, this is a pull-off. Now, if you combine 3 fingers, it's difficult, but you'll be able to do this with practice. And again, this is the pull-off. Now we can combine the pull-offs and hammer-ons together. All right, you can hammer on, then pull off. But when you're doing this, you're going to have to you actually just hit the first string once. So you're going to hammer on and then pull off in a continuous motion. So we're only going to be striking the pick once. Now there's many ways you can apply the hammer-on and pull-off throughout soloing and playing different riffs. It's basically your choice. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at tonyvalley@tonyvalley.com. And Next, we're going to work on a few slides and playing double notes. Now, this is a cool blues riff here. You're going to go from your 5th fret with your 2nd finger, and you're going to slide with the 3rd string to the 6th fret. And you're going to press your 1st finger down, and your 1st finger is going to cover the 5th fret, the 1st and 2nd string. Slide. Now with this riff we can add in a hammer-on and a pull-off with the slide. And we're going to be hitting with the 3rd finger onto the 7th fret 1st string. So we're going to go slide. Now what I did was I hit the 3rd finger, 7th fret, and I pulled off. So we're going to put this all together. Now we're going to play one more with a hammer-on with a slide. And again, we're going to do that same one. And we're going to hammer on with the 1st and 3rd finger right here. Slide in. So this added in riff would be the 1st to the 3rd with the 3rd finger from the 5th fret to the 7th fret. All right, you get a good idea of that, and you can expand on it, and definitely go online and look at different guitar riffs. And again, please feel free to email me at tonyvalley@tonyvalley.com. And for the next lesson, we're going to be getting into playing a song.